From the mean streets here in Jaffa to the White House, our first guest is not only Melania, Trump's longtime hairstylist, but he has gone vegan with a hair product line that I have been waiting to try for a long time because I need it. Please welcome Mordechai Alvow. I said your last name right?
Alvow.
Alvow. You know, the American way, this is something 4 years. I'm never going to get it right.
It's beautiful. Everything works.
Everything works out. First of all, it's really great to meet you. We have a lot of friends in common. I just want to know, first and foremost, you went to New York, you had success as a hairstylist. How did you end up getting Melania Trump as a client?
So, you know, naturally, throughout my career, I did many things like editorial work and models, and my agent introduced me to Melania 10 years ago, and we hit it off, and we did many projects, and she ended up being the first lady.
Did you ever, like, imagine this would happen? I mean, nothing's a surprise with Trump, nothing, but...
I never imagined. You know, it's funny because throughout my childhood, I always kind of knew what I want to do. This was never in my process.
You know, like, I'm going to dream of doing the first lady who looks like Jackie O. I mean, listen, it's very cool. And obviously, she's very loyal. I mean, like, she's been able
lovely.
to...
Yeah, she's lovely.
So, I mean, doing the inauguration, coming on Air Force One, being in Israel, I mean, was it intimidating? I mean, now, like, everyone's going to look for mistakes.
It was intimidating in a sense that I had to remind myself where I am each time I went to another project. But I think because we knew for so long, you know, there was some sort of comfort. So there was some sort of like something familiar. I know her hair, I know her face.
And she knows you.
And she knows me, so everything was a little more comfortable. But yes, there was moments that I was like, oh my God, I'm here. I'm in the White House. I'm traveling the world with them. Yeah.
How cool. So now, I mean, how have things changed? I mean, now listen, I mean, they've gone through a lot. The world has gone through a lot. I mean, has she changed as a person?
No, she's the same, and that's what's lovely about her. She always wanted to be, stick to what she is really. And, you know, she's her own person. She thinks the way she wants. She does whatever she wants, and I respect that.
Look at these pictures. All right, so now let's get to your own story of how you come up with your amazing vegan line called Yarok, which is Hebrew for green, but this came kind of through, you know, not only yourself, but other stylists who ended up having a lot of physical health problems from so many chemicals that are in products.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about Yarok is that, you know, that I'm from Jaffa.
Yes.
I was born here, and I was, you know, inspired by the oranges, the smell of the oranges. And today, my products actually have the scent of oranges all over them. So,
wow, Jaffa oranges, a little bit of trivia. Wow.
Yeah, so, you know, throughout my career, I worked like as a typical stylist with chemicals, and that later on, I got terrible rash on my hands, and I was looking for different ways to make life better.
Right.
Introduce healthier regime to other stylists. You know, it was the late 90s, and I think that there was a big shift in the industry towards organic and healthy environment. Back then, I had a salon at the Equinox Club, and that's where I started understanding that I can actually bring something healthy.
Right. And being a spiritual guy, it's like not only bring something healthy, but something that actually is going to help people's hair. I mean, I imagine looking just what's happened to my hair since I've been in Israel, and it wasn't that I was blow drying it all the time, but when you're dealing with supermodels, no one really understands how much damage can be done to your hair.
Correct. There is a lot of hot tools, there is a lot of chemical work, and today there is a lot of like knowledge about, you know, how it's affecting our health inside. So I think also personally I grew spiritually as well, and I wanted to find ways to, you know, make other people's life better. And Yarok was kind of my, you know, my way and my journey to get there.
And you started this in your kitchen in your like apartment in Manhattan?
Literally. I mean, it was books and, you know, ordering ingredients and mixing things, giving it to friends, taking it in my bag when I do editorial work with models, and taking it to Fashion Week in New York, and everyone is like smelling and like, what is that? That's beautiful. And one thing I have to stick to, and throughout the whole journey, that I still am fashion forward, and I wanted to create products that can achieve the same looks when you use chemicals without using the chemical.
Well, which is such a great niche. I mean, because you don't want to just, I mean, obviously you want to appeal to everyone, but it doesn't have just to be to a hipster vegan crowd of people that, you know.
You can use healthy ingredients.
And how have, you know, what kind of results have you seen from the people you work with? I mean, I imagine everybody's embracing it, not just for the smell, but for what it does.
I have clients for so many years, yeah, and the hair is still healthy, and, you know, no split ends. It's full, it's vibrant, it keeps the color healthy. You know, we do treatments. I mean, I took aromatherapy, so I'm a certified aromatherapist, so I know the essential oils that will actually also help to elevate your mood. So if you put a cream in the morning and you're like, I'm ready to face the world.
That is smart. That is smart. And where can people find it?
So they are online, yarokhair.com.
Okay.
But all over the United States, in Whole Foods as well.
Hey, hello.
And over 22 countries.
Who thought from a kitchen in Manhattan
I know.
To this life?
It's great, but there is, you know, way to go. So I would love to be in Israel and other places.
You have to be in Israel.
Yes.
Again, this is Israel. Like, why is it hard to be in Israel?
I know. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Welcome to Israel, which we love, but it is only 60 years old. 60, I'm getting it right. Anyway, Mordechai, thank you so much. It was so
Emily,
great.
Thank you.
Great
so
to
great to
see you here. Have a great rest of your trip. Shabbat Shalom.